I've gone on a lot of listing presentations this last week, and the same housekeeping issues come up over and over and over again. A lot of you home sellers, you're living in your home and you just don't even see it. It's like it just doesn't exist. But your buyers will notice these things. So if you are selling your home, I highly suggest that you address some of these issues if you are considering putting your house on the market. The one housekeeping thing that I see over and over again is that side load washer machine has all that mold and fungus and bacteria growing in the rim. So you open the door and it's all black and it's moldy and it smells awful. And I don't know what it is about you homeowners. It's like you don't smell it. And you open up the washing machine and you just keep throwing those clothes in there. And you're like, oh, I don't see it. I don't know. I want to deal with it. It's a problem because it does smell. And your buyers sometimes ask for the washer and dryer. They open that washing machine and it's all moldy. Then they go, oh my gosh, is there mold in the house? There could be spores all in the air. So we want to clean that, whether you use bleach or I know a lot of you don't like using bleach or some other cleaning product. I highly suggest that you get it dealt with. Even if you have to replace the stupid thing. I actually replaced my side load washer machine with the top load and I use Speed Queen. I love Speed Queen. Oh my God, that is like the best washer out there. But anyway, when I had the side load, I did buy one of these little guys. This is a Bissel Steam Hot Deluxe, okay? This is so powerful. You just blast it and it does get rid of some of that moldy, icky stuff. And by the way, anything on my channel is not sponsored. I don't get any benefit out of telling you about this little guy. I will link it down in the description. This is also great for cleaning grout, dirty grout. This is your guy. The power out of this thing is intense. So let's talk windows. Let's clean our windows. And I know a lot of you are like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend more money. The buyers can just buy it as is. Okay, first of all, you want to clean your windows because when they're dirty, the inspector could call out a compromised seal. So we want to clean our windows. It's going to save you money in the long run. Also, a lot of you have dead flies in the window seals. And I've had a lot of buyers freak out and go, ew, these people are dirty. They have dead flies in the window seals. Trust me, we all do. However, when you're selling your house, get rid of the stupid flies. And I guarantee you have a daddy long legs or some spider in a corner that you want to get rid of. You want to get rid of all those spider webs as well. And especially in those garages. They're like, I guarantee you there's a dozen in your garage right now. So since we're talking about critters, let's get rid of all of our traps. Okay. All those animal torture things, the insect ones like the fly zapper and the mosquito catcher and the rat trap and the mouse trap and the gopher trap, all those off the property. Okay. It gives the buyer a weird sense that there's maybe an infestation, and oftentimes you're just doing maintenance. And I know a lot of you are watching me going, oh yeah, I do have some in the attic. Get rid of those because an inspector and a termite inspector will call that out. And if you don't have an issue and it's just maintenance, it's one less thing to worry about. And of course, if you have dead rodents in those traps, you definitely want to get rid of those. I see that a lot, believe it or not. There is a refrigerator phenomenon going on where homeowners will open that refrigerator and all this putrid smell comes out and they don't smell it. Okay, people, when we open up our refrigerator, we need to make sure it smells good or no smell. You're probably thinking, well, they shouldn't be looking at our refrigerator anyway. Well, a lot of you have those built-ins. At least in my area, it is very customary to have the refrigerator convey with the property. So the other thing that you forget about that refrigerator is these refrigerators have coils. And I guarantee you a lot of you are like, what's that? Exactly. Go look on the manual. You'll find the coil and it's probably covered in dust because you don't know where it is and haven't been cleaning it. And it's disgusting. And it will show up on a home inspection. And you don't want your buyers to think that you've been negligent in maintaining your home. So go clean that out as well. All right. Since we're in the kitchen, let's also look at those dishwashers. I'm telling you, a lot of you do not do this. And that is take all the racks out of the dishwasher. Go find the drain and start cleaning out around the drain. You're going to gag. It's nasty if you haven't done it because a lot of icky debris and food is rotting in there and it creates a really nasty smell. And of course, your home inspector will find it. Your buyers are going to trip out. They might even want to have a new dishwasher because they think there's mold and there probably is. So you want to clean that out, get it smelling really fresh. Okay, same thing goes for that garbage disposal. That thing is nasty when it's not working properly. You know if your garbage disposal is on the brink. You know if it's emitting some awful smell. So get it replaced, get it fixed, get it smelling good. Microwave and ovens and cooktops. Folks, those need to be sparkling clean like no one's ever been there. I can't tell you what I've seen in some people's homes. Like they don't see all the dirt and the smell when you open up the oven. Like, it's nasty. And folks, we got to clean that up, especially if you're selling your home. Oh my gosh, this leads me to the number one offender, and that's that barbecue. You open the barbecue and the grill's like burnt with blood, guts, and meat, debris. Okay, it's nasty. It's unsanitary. So you need to have somebody come out and professionally clean it. And if your house is on the market, I highly suggest you don't use it. You have to understand, most buyers want to move into a perfectly well cared for home. So go clean that barbecue. And a lot of you have that barbecue igniter that's not working. And you're like, oh, it's working good enough. I take my lighter and just stick it in the grill and it goes. No, just change the battery out. And if you need a whole new igniter, it's only like $150. If you're selling your home, these are important things to make sure you're caring for. Okay, this is one of my biggest pet peeves, not the top one, but one of my biggest ones. And I've actually talked about it on several other videos because it drives me nuts. And that is the light switches, right? There's grimy, gooey, caked on dirt on the light switches. And they've been there for years and no one notices it. Your buyers will notice it. So you want to clean all your light switches out. If you go to your garage, that garage door button, I guarantee you is like caked black. You just don't even notice it. And I want you to go around and look at your walls. Like, go look at your walls and like look at it through a buyer's lens. I kid you not. I went to a house this week and there was the kids' room, and on the wall was a collection of boogers. Like, the kid would sleep and he'd pick his nose and just wipe it on the wall. I know, gross, but we don't notice those things when we're living in our house. So go check your walls, go clean out those light switches, and, look at all your handles too. A lot of us are in the kitchen. We grab for a dish and the handle's all like lumpy and full of debris. Like, we want to make sure anything with light switches, handles are all clean. We notice it. I know you don't, but it does matter. So my number one pet peeve is bathrooms, and more specifically, those dang toilet lids. Folks, we got to put our toilet lids down. And I just can't even tell you how many people leave their toilet lids up. So if you're selling your home, we're going to put our toilet lids down. And the bathrooms are probably, one of the top areas that need to be cleaned and tidied the most. A lot of you have those big plungers that are sitting by the side of the toilet. So you only leave things on the side of the toilet for convenience reasons. And more than likely that plunger is being used on a consistent basis, or you would not have it on the side of the toilet. So either you have a clogged toilet or you're taking large dumps and it's backflowing, and it makes the buyers go, what's going on in this bathroom? And a lot of you have those little scrubbers that go in those nice little containers, and you take the scrubber out and you're like, oh, looks like the toilet's got a rim again. Let's clean out the bacteria with the scrubber and then put it back in the container, and you leave it on the side of the toilet. Okay, folks, that's disgusting. So when people come to see your home, you don't want those things displayed, especially the little rug like right below the toilet. Like, why do you need a rug right below the toilet to catch exactly what? Okay, and so it's another disgusting thing. We want to remove this off the property when we're selling our homes. If you want to live that way, you do you. But if you're selling your home, I'm only here to give you some helpful tips. These are things that buyers do talk about. Now, Kleenex boxes. A lot of you have Kleenex boxes all over your house. I don't know why we have those out there. We do very naughty things with Kleenex boxes. We blow our nose, we pick up gooey things, and then the buyers come in like, why are there Kleenex boxes everywhere? Is this person chronically sick? Do they have COVID? I mean, I'm sort of joking about the COVID, but it's psychological. Just take those Kleenex boxes, throw them under the counters. You don't need it. And if you do, you can always open the cabinet and get your Kleenex, but put them away. Here's toilet paper. I'm having an OCD moment. Just bear with me. Okay. Toilet paper goes over. It doesn't go under. You don't pull the toilet paper underneath here, for those of you that don't know. So we'll just give you a little OCD Audra lesson. And you can always do something fancy by creating a bead. Okay, I can't really do that single-handedly, but you get the gist. It kind of looks kind of fancy. You don't have to do this. I'm just trying to help you out. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Audra Lambert, and I'm one of the top-selling agents in Orange County, California. And if you're looking to buy or sell a home, you know who to contact in Orange County, California. And for those of you who are getting any benefit out of my videos, please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, and I'm off to a slow start. I know, it'll pick up. Have faith. All right, let's get back into it. Let's talk closets. Okay, folks, your closets smell. They smell really bad because we have shoes that are not the best smelling things, and they're sitting in your closet, and you have laundry that's been generating some additional smells, and then we have clothes that we've worn before, and and you close the door and there's no ventilation and it smells musky. And you guys all know what I'm talking about. But when you're living on your property, you don't notice it. You just acclimate to it. But when buyers are coming to look at your house and they go to look at your great closet organizational system and it smells kind of musky and it's like, whoa, humans live here, right? So let's try to make sure we get that all cleaned out and make sure it's ventilated and it smells fresh and clean. And since we're talking about smells, a lot of you have children, and especially teenagers, they smell, especially the boys. Humans, we have our own odor. So when you're selling your home, let's make sure those bed linens are clean. Let's make sure we're ventilating our house. Like a lot can be diffused by just opening up windows and making sure our sheets are changed on a consistent basis. When you're going to sell your house, make sure all the light bulbs are working. A lot of you are like, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. What I see a lot happening is like there's bugs in these light fixtures, right? And you guys, they're living on the property and you just don't notice them. I promise your buyers will notice them, especially those skylights, and some of you have some of those bowl type of chandeliers. Like we need to clean all the bugs out of the chandeliers, light fixtures, and all of our light bulbs should be working and all the same color, preferably a not bright white, but a soft white. A lot of you have fake and real plants on your property. Highly suggest you dust them. You're going to be surprised at how much dust is on those plants. And once you clean them, you're going to polish them with a leaf shine. I use Cristal. This works really good. There's a lot of other manufacturers, but it adds a little bit of shine and shimmer to the leaf. It looks beautiful. And if you have fake ivy, I highly suggest you take it down and throw it. Usually you have them up high on countertops or like on the top of kitchen cabinets, or you have them on top of big display cases. Like they're dusty, they're gross, and they're not trending anymore, and it's dating the house. And the only reason why I'm putting this in the YouTube is because I had a client this week and I don't want him to think that I'm only picking on him. I'm telling the whole universe. Ivy, fake ivy, especially dusty old fake ivy, needs to go bye-bye. It's seen its days. It's done. Goodbye. Your baseboards need to be cleaned. I guarantee you, if you haven't cleaned them in a while, there is a probably inch, maybe not an inch, half an inch of dust sitting on those baseboards. Clean them up. Your buyers will notice it. I almost forgot to mention the shower curtain. A lot of them are moldy, and you can try to get those things out with this little guy. You can blast them to clean them. Just understand, it's going to turn buyers off. Like, what's going on? Is there other moldy things that are going on in this bathroom? I'm telling you, bathrooms kill me. So if you have a shower curtain that's moldy, I suggest you just throw it out. But if you just don't have the money and you got to use it, try to clean it the best you can. Let's make sure our stair railings are really clean. A lot of us have kids and grimy fingers, and we just collect all those fingerprints and dust on those stair railings. So either paint it, clean it, but make sure it looks really pretty because your buyers will notice it. A lot of you have sponges, and those things are just a petri dish for bacteria, and they smell. And you know, when you're washing the sponge out and it kind of smells, if you can smell it, trust me, your buyers can smell it because you've acclimated. And what are we doing? You know, washing countertops and dishes and other services with this nasty sponge. So make sure you're changing your sponges out regularly. I hate the one that's the yellow one with the green top. It's like bright, it's drawing your attention to it. I like real neutral color sponges. I know, who cares? Preferably take all sponges and put them under the sink for the photo shoot and for all showings because they do emit a smell, whether you can smell it or not. Sponges are nasty little devils. And since you're doing all this housekeeping, I highly suggest that you look under all your sinks. Look for mold, look for any signs of leaks. I purchased one of these for one of my clients, and I love this thing. I bought one for myself. It's by General. I bought it off of Amazon, and it will tell you if there's moisture underneath the sink or any area that you put it on. I thought I might have a slab leak in my own house. I stuck this down, and nope, no slab leak. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, if you're already looking under these sinks, you see any evidence, good idea is to go check some of your areas where you have any type of sinks or any water source to see if there's any moisture in the area. It's better to get ahead of it than to wait for a home inspection where it becomes a big issue. The market is definitely feeling a little sluggish out there right now, and buyers are having more options regarding the homes that they're purchasing. So you want yours to stand out. You want your buyers to not feel like there's a lot of deferred maintenance on your home. And the best way to do that is to do these little housekeeping items. It really does make a difference, and it does help fetch top dollar. Thanks so much for watching this video. And of course, please smash and subscribe if you got any benefit. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.